9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is going on, people? What is going on? Welcome to a jam-packed, exclusive, full panel Thursday night Prem Panel Show. What is going on? What is going on, everyone? Everyone's in the building. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out everybody's link. Is in the description, and we'll obviously bring that up again at the end as well. But Aaron, Lewis, George, KG, Daps, what's going on, boys?
Yeah,
Lewis.
Right, look, everything good? Everything good?
Yeah, Matt, how you lot all right? Yeah, everyone good?
Lewis,
Everyone
you good though? You blessed?
Yeah. I mean, we're living. Air's flowing through my lungs, so we're getting by. But yeah, football stinks.
Hey, look, I'm not even going to delay anymore. We're going to start. We're going to go straight in.
Energy tonight.
Sure, we could talk about Liverpool United. You know, like that was a big win for you guys. That was a massive win for you guys.
Look, we'll get onto that. Of course, we'll get onto that. But Lewis, we got to start because I don't understand what's going on. I really don't understand what's going on. So before anyone else gets in there, I need you to start, bro. Well, Dave. We got him arguing with the fans. Everybody's trying to ask him what's going on. He's like, he was holding my hand. They're like, nah, he's holding your hand. I don't know what is going on, bro. We got Sarr at the back, kicking it back to Etiquette, who's got 5 goals in 8 years, and now he comes and gets a brace at Stamford Bridge.
It was Christensen. Lewis's favourite player, right? I swear.
Yeah. Thank you. We really needed that input. We really did.
No, I counted the rebound. It was for Nketiah's second goal. It was Sarr, bro. He just kicked it straight back to Nketiah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The first goal. I'm not even going to talk about the first goal. Like, what? Lewis, talk to us, bro. What is happening, bro? Arsenal,
I
bro.
said the big screen as well.
No, that wasn't even me. Director allowed it. That wasn't even me. That was director count.
Remember how Lewis used to do the thing where after every game he would add someone to the jail, fam. Christensen got thrown out his own jail, man. He got thrown out his own penitentiary, man.
Talk to us, Lewis. Come on, talk to us. We need to know what happened, bro.
Bruv, I'm still trying to figure out what happened.
So it's Tuchel.
You know, we've been getting done in transition the last 3 home games in a row. Brentford battered us in the second half on transition. Real Madrid, the first 2 of their goals came in transition, and Arsenal was the same thing as well. Our midfield's just been atrocious the last few games. Like, N'Golo Kante is on a massive decline that no one's really talking about because he's one of the most protected players I've ever seen in my life. But everyone's also going to hound out Jorginho, which makes absolutely no sense to me. He's been poor, but he's been overplayed. It's different. Kante has been inconsistent and on an obvious decline for the last year and a half, but has got by off the credit of the Champions League final and the run to it. Which, fair enough, he was brilliant in. But people are using that to cloud their judgment. And I'm just sick and tired of it personally. The guy is clearly declining. He's on over 250k a week. Get rid in the summer and try and get an improvement because N'Golo Kante, like, respectfully, brilliant player for us, but you have to see where a player is on a decline and no one's talking about it. The attack, like, honestly, Werner's been one of our best players over the last few games. And I never thought I'd say that because he's been atrocious for months, but he wasn't the problem. The problem for me was Mendy's distribution. Like, ever since the Real Madrid game where it's been exposed, it's only continued to become an issue. I think there was 5 or 6 times where he just cleared the ball straight to an Arsenal player or it went out for a throw-in. It was horrific, and that was our problem. We couldn't build up anything. Progressive play was arse from Chelsea. Defensively, we couldn't play out the back. They're all terrible. Even Silva, when he came on, he struggled. They all have, and they've been poor for the last few weeks. And the problem is that's been our cornerstone. The defense and the midfield and the way we set up through there, and we've just been awful at over the last few weeks, whether we play in a back four and a back five. And I don't really know, because let's be real, it's Arsenal. That team was still good enough to get a performance against Arsenal, and the players just didn't perform. Players haven't performed for the last 3 or 4 weeks, other than the Real Madrid game. Like, fair enough. At least they could turn up for the second leg, even though the result wasn't what we wanted at the end of the day. But ever since the international break, we've just been arse. Just been absolute arse. And for me, I think we still get third place. I'll be real. The top four race is inconsistent enough that teams aren't going to capitalize on it. But if we get dragged into this top four race, it's an utter embarrassment from so many members of the squad. The whole attack needs setting up. This ain't on Tuchel, by the way. This isn't on Tuchel. He may have the odd game where his in-game management's poor. He puts out a lineup that doesn't get the right result, but that's so few and far between. It's not that deep. The problem is the players. The personnel just aren't good enough. Midfield's been atrocious. The attack's been a joke. You've seen how much I cuss out this attack on streams. They're fucking terrible. And even then, it wasn't really the problem in this sort of game. It was our defense. The thing that I've said that we're the best in the world at. And they've just absolutely slipped off the last few weeks. I don't know what's happened in the team, but
you know what you are.
Your guess is as good as mine, isn't it? It's a completely different Chelsea team I've seen for the last few months.
Right, look, hey, Carl, you had your hand up. Go on, bro. Go on. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, like, I literally just wanted to ask about this guy, like Lewis.
Don't even get me. Don't even get me. What did this guy do? What did this guy do all game? Other than just
go get ass
jog around.
Run around with his Timberlands.
The guy did nothing except jog around, miss time headers, and make it easy for the defense. And that was it.
I saw Aston teaching how to run, make the
or a brisk walk, whatever you prefer.
That's a brisk walk.
whatever you want. That's what we're doing. Yeah, like,
go on.
People were talking about XT, expected thumbs up in that. Like,
it's the most pointless shit I've seen in my life. Yeah, you tried to get the ball to me. Next time I might move a little bit less or some shit. It's a whole attack.
The amount of times I've seen him do that, bro. It was nice. It was like,
how is Azpilicueta, a right centre back, makeshift right wing back, teaching him how to make the right runs and tap ins for goals at the end of Mount's deliveries? That was how a striker
You saw that run for the second goal, you know. That was sick. And we need our centre-backs to be doing that.
Nice.
That's been the whole problem. We've been saved by our defence all season. You've seen me say all season, our attack is wank. Whoever you put in the middle, they're fucking shit. Other than Mason Mount, I don't want to hear it.
Jose. We know what we are.
Yeah, you don't know, do you? Where's your Champions League? Oh, come on, smoke, bro. I don't care. I'm getting it from all angles.
Back to the corner. He's like, fuck it, I've got to fight my way up.
Lewis, same as you. We know what we are.
I'm just vexed.
We're Little City, bro.
I'm just vexed that 4 times this season we made Salah look like a good centre back, and then Arsenal just dismantled.
That is actually true. He did look
Langsar, you know.
You lot are the reason why we didn't buy a left back, because you lot played so badly on the right hand side against him. We thought we'll be fine with him.
4D chess coming after you this time. Forget Arsenal, we're coming after you. 5 points come. It's coming.
But let's quickly talk about Tuchel as well, Lewis, because I'm not gonna lie. You said it there. You said it's not on Tuchel, but I've got to be real, bro. I'm not saying he's not a good manager. Of course, Tuchel is a good manager. But there is absolutely no way we're going to dig out Arteta. We're going to dig out other managers when they have things that they don't do wrong. Conte was even getting it when Tottenham lost 5 in a row. We cannot let Tuchel get away with this, bro. Your squad may not seem good now, but hindsight is a bitch, bro. That is a very expensive, very full of high-quality caliber player squad. And you've got his man in the summer, bro. How can this not be on Tuchel, bro?
Bro, we know the quality of the squad because he took this squad from 9th place to a Champions League, bro. I hear you. I completely hear you. And we can criticize a manager when he makes mistakes. Like, there was issues with the lineup that I didn't like in that game. When we lost to Brentford, I didn't like the fact that we play a back four when, again, the only time we've looked good against it was when we played Tottenham and it just tricked us into everything. We look shit in a back four, but we continue to play it. And then That's the issues I have a problem with, and that's fair enough. But they're very few and far between. Let's be real. The whole reason why we're here in the first place talking about 2021 Club of the Year, Champions League, Club World Cup, and all of that is because of Tuchel. So I don't mind him making the odd mistake here and there. It always happens, and that's fine. The lineup wasn't the best. It wasn't what we wanted, but the fact is it was still good enough to get a result. The players didn't turn up. Christensen, a player that I back to death all the time, he was utter arse in that game. He got spun around by fucking Nketiah. For 45 minutes, and then he got hooked.
That's a problem. I can't lie. That's a problem.
His tackles were like, he just went through the ball. The ball went fucking through him all game. He didn't impact a single thing. Just Smith Rowe dancing around him for fun. Saka bullying Alonso, which at the very least I just expect because Alonso's fucking light work for him. But imagine that entire left side of fucking Sarr and Alonso. It's so easy for them. It's so fucking easy. And then you got the midfield, Ruben and fucking Kante. You know that fucking two hideous twins meme? The pair of them, man. Turnover FC. No penetration whatsoever, man.
It's a bad day when Chelsea missed
Jorginho. You're getting carried by fucking Werner. You know he's been good the last few games. I won't even say too much about it.
Lewis, I obviously we've only recently started doing this together. So, what Drifter just said there before, right, when he was talking about in the summer. In the summer, yeah, I was hearing Sal. I was hearing Loftus-Cheek is back. Like this is a thing that, and I'm not saying you were saying that, but all we heard all summer was that, like, you know. Chelsea had two players in every position. They were gonna, and now it's like Sal's not good enough, Loftus-Cheek's not good enough, the squad's not good enough, and it's like, but on paper and in the summer, you were winning everything. Apparently, like literally quadruple value.
Every pundit was saying.
I fell for it as well. I can't lie.
I
will say
I didn't.
There was a lot.
Me and Carfield are the only ones who were like,
we waffled a lot. We waffled about our depth, in all honesty. Let's be real about it. We just fair enough. But there's a lot of issues that we also couldn't take into account at the start of the season. Fact is, if we had Reece James and Ben Chilwell fit for the whole season, we're about 10-15 places higher up, in my opinion. Like we car crashed as soon as we lost. But Liverpool had their injuries, and you saw how much it impacted them as well. It is what it is. It happens. Like we took the piss out of Liverpool. Then they'll look back at us and be like, "Oh, it's you lot saying the same shit." Yeah, but it is what it is. It still impacted us. Then you've got Lukaku, who we thought he'd take time to adapt, but we didn't know he'd be this bad. Like he don't make the right runs. That's if he even fucking runs in the first place. Barely takes any touches. Doesn't even impact the game. He just stands there, or he attempts a header and it goes nowhere. Or he doesn't even fucking receive the header. It's just pointless. Like, that comes into account. Then you obviously have the fucking sanctions and Roman and Boris and all this bollocks. Tuchel's been going through a divorce over the last few months as well. Not really surprised.
I actually did not know that.
I didn't even know that.
He's been going through a divorce. It was like a month or two.
Wow.
I think
you know what? I actually give him rating still because that is a lot to go through. That is a lot to go. I rate him.
See how much we've had to deal with this season, though.
I was saying on Monday
why he's going through divorce. That's a lot. That is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot.
I was saying on Monday. And then obviously the interview yesterday was a bit weird, but how well I actually think he's handled himself this season. He had a bit of a mad one over the COVID thing, was moaning a little bit, but you lot had the manager that was on that as well, so it's fine. But
little sneak shot there,
just a little sly one, but no, I think generally, like especially with what's going on, let's be real, he's being asked questions in interviews about like, is Rudiger having meetings with Barcelona, is Christensen, all these questions, and all he can do is he's being honest and going, well, yeah, because we can't talk to him. He's got a lot to deal with. They even talk
about football and not just the political issues.
Yeah, exactly. And even you know what? We won't get into that because I don't know.
See how much stuff Tuchel's had to do with this season. That's why if he has a disaster class in terms of tactics, I can't really say too much. You really can't. Like at the very least, you know what he's capable of. So I have no questions about it. If he makes a mistake, he makes a mistake. It doesn't take away from the quality that he possesses. But look at the shit he has to go through. till the end of the season,
Hey,
at
just,
least.
just,
Like,
just a
I don't
few,
really
just
care.
a few, just a few things from me. Yeah, the one thing in Lukaku, and it does happen in a few games with Chelsea where the midfield could get the ball to him quicker, but yet they just pass it backwards. So he does try and make the run, but then he doesn't get it. Then he does have to give the thumbs up because he's trying to get back in everyone's good graces. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
So the thumbs up.
real
No,
talk.
I understand that. There's been
The
there's been a lot of times where that's happened, but you got to remember there was periods where he played in the back four and it suited Lukaku more. He was getting chances on a plate. I remember the Tottenham game. He got 3 chances in the first half, all on a plate, played perfectly to him. Fucked it up every single time. And it weren't like half chances. They were clear-cut chances. You weren't even getting the touch right, let alone getting it on target. Like, there's only so much you could defend him to. The guy makes those runs sometimes, but when we have the ball and we're actually driving into the box, he's not doing anything. When the wing backs have the ball, he's just standing in the middle, just waiting for the ball to come to him, and he makes the defender's job so easy. There's so much in his game that's just lacking, or it looks like a lack of effort. It's fucking
Matt, you're
horrific.
bad.
I feel bad for Matt.
What was
What
your
you say,
second
bro?
point,
Sorry,
bro?
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And also, I mean, you talk about selections as well. I mean, you can get into it after if you want, but Sarr instead of Chalobah, I thought that was a mistake too. But then the third bit is a knock-on effect for other teams in the league because now you've made Nketiah score 2. All Leeds fan want Nketiah back, so thank you very much.
I still can't believe it. Fucking Nketiah, bro.
Oh, KG is fuming.
Man's
He's
dead serious,
fuming.
you know. He's dead serious about that.
You know what? I'll stick with you, KG, on this, and then I'll work around because I don't even know what George is going to send this. But I don't want to be biased, right? I want to give a little bit of flowers to Arsenal because as bad as Chelsea were, Arsenal just went Stamford Bridge and scored 4 goals and won the game, and they were in terrible form themselves. And we have to be unbiased. That was a brilliant performance.
They need to book up their ideas for real.
Listen, one game.
Yeah, it's one game. Yeah, but listen, I thought the team selection by Chelsea give them a chance. In all fairness, when I looked at the lineups before the game started, I thought, I'm not sure about this. And Nketiah had that interview lately with the beautiful podcast. Shout out to them guys.
Yeah. Big up them.
He had something to prove with this one. And yes, the second goal was well scrappy. His second goal was, it was like a championship goal, but he was in there, and he was in there to get that moment and get the goal. So you have to praise that. But Chelsea, the defending Christensen, I don't know, maybe he's got his half an eye on the Barcelona move, because that was very unlike him in recent months. And I will stick up for Christensen because he's improved a lot over the past year. And that looked like old Christensen when he was next to Zuma. It looked like that one. So, but now, full credit to Arsenal.
His head is gone, in my opinion.
Leeds fans, please relax with the Nketiah talk, man. That's 2 goals in how many years? Please.
But KG, here's the scary thing, bro. That brace you got yesterday means you scored more goals in 2022 than Lacazette.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
To be fair, you could be playing Forest next year, so you might need Nketiah.
Oh my days!
George!
Wow!
In
Savage George.
Listen, in all fairness to George, Forest are in the playoffs, so they could come up. So
they could come up.
I like that pullback, KG. There, I like that. That was normally George is taking the shot. He licked one off there. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
not over. I'm telling you now, that is not over. George, you need to watch your back. He's coming for you later. You took that way too easily.
We're too early in the stream.
Yeah, they don't want Stone Cold KG to come out still. It gets a bit hectic still when Stone Cold KG comes out.
My team isn't in a position in the league where I can be Stone Cold KG. I'm afraid. So
neither's George's.
But just sticking with this top 4 thing before we move on, because Aaron, I'm going to bring you in on this one because you guys obviously got brought back into the top 4 race with the abysmal performance from Tottenham and Arsenal last weekend. And obviously with you losing to us, which I won't rub in. I won't, I promise. But because you lost to us, and now obviously, Arsenal went and won a game they were not supposed to win, this top four, bro. Like, talk to me, especially as a United fan that just keeps on seeing the opportunity come and then go and then come. Like, how are you feeling about this top four thing, bro?
To be honest, I don't want it, man. I don't want it because, it's I don't want top four because if we're gonna get top four, to go and embarrass ourselves in the Champions League next season, the way we did against you lot, the way we did against so many teams this season, what's the point?
Yeah, surely you'd want to embarrass yourself in the Champions League in Europa Conference, no?
No, I don't want any European football. I don't want any European football next season.
You're gonna let Wolves overtake you as well.
I want to see Ronaldo at the Conference League, man. I can't lie.
I remember a straight face sat there and said, "I don't want it, man."
I'd rather have Man United play one game a week, especially with the new manager coming in. Why give him this bunch of players who don't even follow simple instructions and then go play in the Champions League? To do what? Nah, just give us one game a week so we can build properly. That's so.
You know what? I respect that. You know, that's what I love about Aaron is that he don't get caught up in the hype. Because I was talking to my brother today and he used the words "we're back," and I just said, "Yo, what is going on?"
Back from what though?
Because obviously the announcement, which we'll move on to after we talk about the top of it, we'll move on to that. But
I've got to get involved.
And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Today, Twitter was kind of rife with a lot of Man U gas. I could feel it. It's bubbling. It's bubbling, guys. The United hype is starting to bubble. Apparently, they're gonna get 10 players. It's gonna be a whole clear out.
The reality sinks in. Yeah. All right. Let the reality sink in.
50
goal. Even
in
the, I can see people. Oh, sorry. Go on, bro. Go on, Dax.
I was just say, goal. Yeah, made this tweet that had a picture of Ten Hag, picture of Pep, and had the derbies are going to be exciting now or something. It's like, that's what's going to happen now. Like literally, apparently, new manager, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
And this is what I don't like because some media outlets out there are starting to hype this thing up just because Pep and Ten Hag worked together at Bayern Munich. Yes, they did, but that was about it. They were colleagues. They're not mates. They don't.
It's the Arteta thing, isn't it, Aaron?
Yeah, it's the Arteta.
Anyone who touches Pep, it's like he's going to turn them into gold. Or so. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ten Hag is levels above Arteta. Yeah. I don't mean that as a disrespect. Like he's way better than Arteta, but it is a little bit strange, isn't it? That like anyone who's worked with Pep, everybody just think, oh, well, that means he's going to like be amazing because he worked with Pep. It's like it doesn't work like that.
Just in terms of him, and I don't know if you want me to touch on it already, but in terms of him, Ten Hag coming in, let's
go there then. Let's go there, bro. Let's go there. Go on. Let's talk about Ten Hag because the appointment's been made.
Let the guy come in and do his job. And I don't know how true this is, but there's been rumors flying about that he didn't want to be too much in the media and be held up as this new savior that's going to, bring us back from the dead. Like, no, he just wanted to be, obviously it had to be announced officially. He had to give his initial thoughts on how he feels. Yo, Baldy, what's up? He had to give his initial thoughts on how he feels, etc. That's fine, but if he doesn't want to be part of this whole commercialization of, I respect that because he's all about the football and that's it. And I can respect a man coming in and just being about the football, and he doesn't care about any of the commercial things on the side. I can respect that. So, in terms of,
you can carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. In terms of him coming in, just let the guy do his job. And to all Man United fans out there that are getting too gassed, to all the ex-players turned pundits on TV, just give him the time he needs, bro. Don't wait for Man United to lose their first game to then push your agenda and say, told you Poch was better, told you we should have gotten him, told you he ain't got no experience in the Premier League. Let the guy do his job. That's what I'm going to say.
Sorry, I was just going to say quick. A few weeks ago, we talked on this, right? I think when he first got interviewed, we spoke about it. And I said that Aaron was on as well. And I said, I actually think this is him interviewing Man United. And I think now he'll want reassurances that everything that they've gassed him up about, him being able to maybe run the transfers, this, that. He'll want some reassurances from some people he trusts that they mean what they say. And then probably a week or two later, I actually saw that come out that he's now kind of asking for reassurances. I think, was it yesterday? 2 of your scouts have been...
The 2 chief scouts gone.
So okay. I think these are the type of things that For me, I think we all know Ten Hag. Well, for me personally, I don't think Poch would have been the right guy. I think Ten Hag is the right guy as long as the board make the changes that they probably will have promised him. Because if not, doesn't matter. Does not matter one bit if the board don't change. And I think maybe the fact that he has taken the job might be a good sign that the board are willing to start to listen a little bit. So it is a good thing, but there's a lot that needs changing at that club so much, and it's deeper than players. So I think you're spot on. Like no fans need to get carried away and expect anything. I mean, let's be real. I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to put my club up there with Liverpool around. They can't be expecting Man United to challenge anytime soon because of Liverpool.
I will go around the panel in a sec actually and ask everyone's opinion quickly on it. But I mean, I know you were saying he doesn't want to get caught up in the media, Aaron, and like I'm not even saying that that's wrong. But bro, I mean, what is like? I can't even lie to you, bro. Like that is a corny ass picture, bro. Like that looks like media hype to me, bro. I can't even lie. Like
this is definitely our media department. And I told him to do this because I can't see him. With the way he talks and handles and carries himself, someone who just cares about football won't accept. Well, he will accept to do that, but yeah, it's definitely the media department. You can see they're trying to hail him up as this savior. The club's not trying to do it, but they're doing it like a little bit, like on the low. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to do it low key and try and make people believe like he's the new savior. But I'm not buying into that. Like I said, I know the guy just cares about football. Just let the guy come in, do his job, and that's mentioned it. I think he got those reassurances that he was asking for, and I hope he got those reassurances black and white in his contract and not just in a gentleman's agreement. Big up Harry Kane. I hope.
Well, not perfect for us. I don't care.
But I hope he got those reassurances black and white, so he can actually have a say in who comes in, who stays, who has to go, etc., etc. And big up Rangnick for coming out and speaking out and saying things how they are. And I think it's very funny for Rangnick to come out and saying that 10 new players need to come in and the recruitment has been shit for years. And then the next morning, 2 chief scouts are gone. Very funny. But hey, Rangnick, like I said, people look at Rangnick right now. They just look at the coaching aspect of things. Yeah, he's not a top coach. He can't coach this bunch of players. Rangnick is much more than that. Rangnick's probably the best thing to happen to Man United in the last 5 years in terms of someone just coming in, assessing the situation and going, yeah, this is not good. Like the guy came out and said that he knew after 3 weeks that half of the squad ain't good enough. But we had someone else in there for 3 years telling these guys that they were better than the 99 treble squad. Come on.
Do you know what? It's actually probably better for you guys that he actually became the manager for a while now, because he's like seriously had like first-hand look at how bad, rather than just looking from the side or whatever and then saying like giving it to section. He's actually first-hand to the players like you are not good enough. I'm going to bring in these lot or whatever.
But that was what he was brought in for. That is what he was brought in for. It's just the media have twisted it that he should have been coming in and apparently winning the league or something. He was brought in to start.
Yeah, he was never supposed to do that. Like, let's be real. Like, you see the Ten Hag appointment, yeah? I actually think it's a good appointment. However, people that sit there and think that it's going to change overnight, no, that's not going to happen. Man United, Aaron knows better than anybody, but they kind of need gutting, like from every single department that you can think of. Things need to change because they always thought, as years gone by, that if we throw money at it, it will be fine. If we throw money at it, it'll be fine. That's not the case. They finally realized after how many years we got to do something drastic here. So they brought in Ralph, who's going to obviously go upstairs now and oversee so much of what happens at that club. He's done it at Leipzig and he's done it at Salzburg, and I think he's done it somewhere else as well. And obviously you've got the Ten Hag now, who's a good up-and-coming manager. I do think they are on the right path. However, it's going to take a bit of time and adjustment. You got players, rightly so, that are just not, let's be real, even though we laugh and joke here, we know when it comes to like back in the day, we know the type of quality that we used to come up against when we used to play Man United. We know half of these players, maybe 3/4 of them, are not Man United quality, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but we could go through a list of them and be like, oh yeah, he shouldn't really be there, but they're still there. And imagine that, like what Aaron said, there's other managers like your Solskjaers that were trying to act like these men are good enough. Like, bro, they were never good enough. They overstayed. Yeah, they overstayed their welcome. They was on big wages and they couldn't get rid of them. And at some points they were like, "Oh, should we just see what my man can do?" Like, let's be real. Jesse Lingard, yeah. Let me put it. Jesse Lingard was balling out.
Jones played on Wednesday.
No, I was going to bring him up. I was going to bring him up. Don't worry. Because remember, this is the same guy that he was, and I feel bad for him because he actually came out and said like, "Oh, you ever get that?" I think they asked him, "You're going to get a testimonial," and he was like, "Oh, like probably not. Like, I don't even want one. No one will turn up." Do you know how bad that is? But he knows within himself he ain't Man United quality, blood. I know. I can't try to love, but it's the truth, blood. My man said no one's going to turn up my testimonial. So what's the point? Do you know how peak that is? When you know within yourself you ain't good enough. You got players like Lingard, like I was saying, bro.
150 balling out with that though, Matt.
Bruv, Lingard was balling out for West Ham. Yeah, he should have stayed there. He should have done everything in his power to stay there. Now I'm not trying to say it was in his hands because no. I think there was a little bit of you might get a bit of a chance, and you might get that third or fourth chance.
I genuinely think the Ronaldo move sort of switched him to stay because he definitely saw that and was thinking, you know what, if I get a chance to get back in this Man United,
that's what I'm saying.
Every week, this
and then the plan
dance with a Sue,
a
little dance with a Sue, and it's on.
Got ripped up, bro. So yeah, that's got a long way.
Or something. Let's do
I think it's definitely Lingard's fault in terms of him. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's cool, bro.
In terms of him still being at Man United, I think personally, it's entirely on Jesse, bro. He should have just said to the board, listen, or to Ollie, who wanted to keep him at the time and told him he was going to give him another chance. Listen, I appreciate the offer, but let me go somewhere else where I can ball out because I've had a good 6 months. Yeah, let me just stay at West Ham. Let me play my best football. And Manchester United, obviously academy graduate, all that. It's time for me to go. No, he saw that we signed Ronaldo. He got gassed. There was pictures of them in training. He was showing Ronaldo how to do the J-lings and that.
It's on fault. There's one for the clothing brand.
This is on fault.
It's like when a new man joins, like I don't know, say in secondary school, and you got the new kid, and you're just showing man, like, oh yeah, these are the ends, man. This is what we do, like it's what we do, man.
It's like, bro, you got FOMO, Aaron. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, you got FOMO. It's like, yeah, I'm not missing out on all this Ronaldo hype. No way, I'm going back.
At one point in training, when he was still fresh, when Ronaldo was still here, like the first month, everybody was fangirling, bro. And I'm just like, bro, he's your teammate. Treat him as such.
Yeah.
He's not a rapper, he's not a singer, bro. He's your teammate, bro.
Yeah.
So I think Jesse. I'm sorry, but that's.
To be fair, sorry, can I just say?
You're a bad man, cat.
I mean, Ronaldo's bigger than a rapper.
This is not me. This is not me having a go at Ronaldo. I'm just saying, like Jesse, you should have gone to West Ham. Period.
I agree with that. No, I agree. You should have, bro.
Yeah, and you can imagine how well they'd be doing on top of how well they're already doing if you add J-Link to that squad. I'm not going to lie, like, they're already playing well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to add that, you know what I mean?
The other thing is, did he not think about his international career? Because he really could have gone to the World Cup if he went to.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's true. He might still that. I'm not going to lie, he might still.
Yeah, he might.
But let's be real. Out of all the midfielders in the England squad, he can make that squad. He can make it.
Yeah, he could.
Because he's got the experience. He's played in the World Cup 2018. He bagged. Why would he not make the World Cup again?
I also think he might offer something off the pitch that Southgate might appreciate as well. Random, but I think sometimes players' personalities off the pitch, I think he's the type of person that could help to, when you get them players that they're not going to play much, but they're good to have within the squad. And I think
that's why Conor Cody is there for a long time.
Yeah,
they said himself he's just got a great character by him, and that's it really. He's never going to play him properly.
We've had a couple of them in our Jordan Morenos and all that.
Jordan Henderson too.
No name. Came for the captain,
Wow. Not England captain, no.
Man came for the captain.
Do you not remember when Roy Keane said, well, if he's not fit, what is he there? Is he good? Is he good at cards? Does he play tricks?
I remember that.
Wasn't that my word, man?
No, we would not have our captain disrespected like this. This is not happening.
If you're going to talk about the Liverpool Man United game, then you might have to get ready for a little bit, because there was an odd man out in that game for you guys, and you know who it is.
No, there was no one. There was no odd man out in that game, bro.
No.
There was not one single man out in that game. Not a chance, bro.
I can't even walk down the road to get some milk without KG rushing me with his boys. All right. Who you out here for, fam? I'm just trying to get some milk for the little one. Shut up, bro. Run me that. What are you
We don't have to get into it then. We don't have to get into it. But did you?
No, we need to get into it right now. Actually, no. We need to get into it. Hold on.
Go on.
Who was it?
What was you gonna say?
I remember, if I remember correctly, yeah, there was a phase in the game where Henderson attempted some. I understood what he was trying to do, but his body and his ability didn't allow him to do that. You feel me? It was just.
What you mean like that through ball that split the defense when Salah nearly scored? You mean like that one?
No. Pass didn't even reach Salah. It was a different one. I can't remember.
Listen. Okay. Listen. As we're here, let me get into my points because obviously everyone, and this is against Henderson, but it's just plain to see with eyes.
It is, bro.
You guys have got an amazing. No, listen. Let me talk, man. You guys have got an amazing team. And it was clear. Let's take that Man United game. Everything was moving smoothly. Everyone was flowing. Everyone was balling out. Yeah. And then let's get into the second half when Henderson starts to try and play. It was either if he can't find Trent or Salah, it goes back, and you hear the crowd like, oh, he's not to the level. And usually you have to look at other teams and say, oh man, I wish we had him. But you guys can look at your own team. You see Fabinho, you see Thiago, they're different. Now, and we had a little discussion in our group chat a couple of months ago where it came up Basuma or Henderson, and Drifty was adamant that Basuma wouldn't start ahead of Henderson. I find that amazing. But I think it's a sentimentality that's keeping you there in terms of what Basuma can do now in terms of a Jordan Henderson, because unless Henderson is getting the ball and quickly moving it so his pass completion stats don't go down to Salah or Trent, he's passing that ball back. It's not going anywhere else. He slows everything down for you, but in a bad way.
So you're telling me Henderson he's the Mac? He's telling me he's the Mac?
And let me just conclude though. He may have been good for you a couple of years ago. I'm not taking that away. But as we sit here in 2022, to say that he's still a starter in this fluid Liverpool team, it's not true. That is just not a fact.
Can I ask you a question,
Drifty? But that's a fair point, you know.
No. I need to answer this one. Here's the wickedest thing, yeah. We had a conversation the other day, and the boys can back me up on this one. And I actually held my hand up and I said, from the next season onwards, Henderson has to move into the rotation position with Keita, and we need to bring in a player who is of a different level. Did I not say that, boys? I said that, right? So I'm willing to accept at 31, 32 years old, maybe we've moved past Henderson being a week in, week out star. So to a degree, I hear what you're saying, KG. I do. I'm still a football man. But to say that when he plays, that's all he does, that for me is disingenuous, because there are a lot of times when he plays brilliant passes, and because it's Henderson, nobody will say anything. But if it was anyone else on the team playing the pass, they would be lording over it. If you go back to Old Trafford earlier in the season, that outside of the boot pass for Salah's hat-trick was beautiful. Because it was Henderson, nobody said anything. If that was Fabinho played that pass, everyone would have lorded over it because they're more used to him doing that. So I'm just saying, a lot of the time when Henderson does things, people will remember the mistake he made, but they won't remember the good part that he did. So I think there isn't a bit of an agenda. And I'm not even saying you have one, but there is a Henderson agenda where everybody always wants to dig him out.
Well, listen. And also with that, because when you're playing in your system that you've got with Trent playing so high, it's imperative that midfielder, and it's usually on Henderson's side, because that's where he's either always trying to look for Trent or Salah, that they have to cover for Trent when the other opposition's going back. He's not catching up these days. It's not happening. So that's where a Basuma, and someone said Thiago and Henderson are different. I'm well aware of that. But in the role that he's given, he's got to then cover that position, and he's not getting up and down like he used to. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
No, that is true. That is true.
I'm just looking facts with my eyes.
No, the injuries are catching up with him. I agree with that. The injuries are catching up with him, and his age as well. Do you know what I mean? But all right, go on, Carl. What are you gonna say, bro?
Can I just say, so at the beginning of, when was it? This season or last season? Beginning of one of the seasons, I sat down with with Matt and Drift. They're my brothers in. I said, look, love Jordan Henderson, but I wouldn't start him.
Are we really doing this now?
I thought he was coming into back end, though.
Matt.
Are you really doing this now?
Well, let me finish it. This.
Wow.
You see this?
Do it.
Go on.
Do it.
I think Henderson is the best captain in the league. I also think he's actually an underrated footballer. I'm not saying he's fantastic or great, but he's an underrated footballer. I do think sometimes he rushes the play, but I think on Wednesday, without him setting the tempo of that game quite early, I don't think we demolished Man United like we did. So yes, quality on the ball wasn't there as much as the others, hand on heart. But at the same time, in that sort of game, Henderson is key because he sets the press, he sets the precedent of what to do, he sets the example. And without him not being there that early in the game and doing what he was doing, we still beat Man United because of the quality we have. But I don't think we do it as emphatically as we did. But just to go back on my point, KG, be careful, bro, because Drifty don't play that when it comes to Henderson, bro. I'm just being real with you. and this is what happened when I said that he shouldn't be an automatic starter to me.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else.
You're sick. Which one of you is doing these? That's
it could be anyone at any time.
That's me. I'm Ice Cube.
Poison.
I do think Henderson's passing range is underrated. His passing range is underrated.
It is underrated.
It's very underrated.
And the fact is, as a captain, what he's achieved is also probably a little bit overrated. But I'm joking. It is underrated.
He even reinvented the trophy lift. But anyway, back to the Ten Hag thing, because we're not going to do the Jordan thing. Not after that. I'm just going to go around real quick and ask everyone's opinion on like how well you think he will do within his first, say, 12 to 18 months. And is it the best appointment? So, George, I'll start with you, bro. Ten Hag, was it the best manager they could have got? And how well do you think he'll do in his first 12 to 18 months?
I think probably definitely the best manager they could get. But first 12 to 18 months is going to be a bit sticky because there's going to be a lot of adaptations. There's going to be a lot of, as it seems to be, they're going to be bringing in 10 or 11 players with a lot of people leaving. So it doesn't matter what team you are, that is going to take a long time for that to gel. We see that with the likes of City and etc. early on when they had the money. When you change too many players at once, we had it as well when we sold Bale. We brought in, what was it, seven players?
Yeah, you did.
And it was atrocious. It took so long for us to start playing anywhere near a decent level. And that was with some changes as well. So I think they just need to not get ahead of themselves. I am worried, though, that Man United, the franchise, is going to step in regardless, because when you're the size that the Man United are, with the global reach that they have in terms of their fan base, it's impossible to avoid any of the sort of media stuff that's going to happen. Regardless of how much Ten Hag might want to just stick to the football or do this, that, and the other, it's going to be near to next impossible with how the size of Man United are. So I think
you're worried about that. You're worried about that.
As
you
in
need that to happen, bro. Yeah,
that'd be amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I'm just saying, as a Man United fan's perspective, it'd be something to worry about.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good appointment. It's just going to take a long time before anything.
That's fair. Lewis, I'll come to you next. No, go on. What were you going to say, bro?
No, this is what I mentioned. I agree with George. This is it's going to take a long time, and people need to be willing to be patient because Man United fans are not really known to be patient. They want instant results. Even the what's it called? The journalists and every journalist and pundit related to Man United, they want instant results and they have their little favorites. And when things don't go their way or the way they want it to go, they will just instantly jump on them and single out the manager. Oh, no, he's not good enough. We told you. Which is why a lot of pundits preferred Pochettino. Even Rooney came out when he was on Monday Night Football. He said, "I prefer Poch." So if things go wrong, that's the first thing they're going to say. We told you we should have appointed Poch. We told you Poch was the better man. We told you Poch has the Premier League experience. So I just need people to be patient. Even when things go wrong, stick behind the man because he's going to know what to do.
No, that's fair. Lewis, how are you feeling, bro? Is it the right appointment? And how well do you think he'll do in his first 12 to 18 months, bro?
100% the right appointment. I don't really think there's a better option out there for them. In terms of first 12 to 18 months, we've got to be real. This Manchester United side have had horrific coaching for the last 3 years. And for a lot of those players, they basically have to learn from scratch. Like, this team doesn't really have a style of play, or Ragnick's tried to, and it's been impossible because of how far behind the squad is and the lack of time that they have. But he should have that time. Like, let's be real. Aaron, I know what you were saying about the impatience of some United fans, but let's be real. There was a strong majority of a fan base that was willing to back Ollie through all of this shit. Now, if they can't back Ten Hag, then if the thing about xenophobia in your fan base is correct, then that's just going to be a stark example of it, because the first 12 to 18 months isn't, I'm not going to say it's not going to be great, but it's not going to be the finished article. It's going to be nowhere near it. Your main aim is just literally just win a trophy, any trophy, just to end the trophy drought and everything, because it's getting worse for you guys, and consolidate a top 4 spot, which if you guys make the right transfers, which you do spend the money on as well, you should be in a position to achieve. Like I've always said, top 4 race is all about consistency, and no one's consistent, because if they were, there wouldn't be a top 4 race. If you lot can get that consistent run in yourselves next season, then top 4 is easy for you, and you build up from there. So I don't think you guys will have a car crash season at all. Do you make top 4? Maybe, yes, no. It all depends on the transfers that you guys get. But Ten Hag should definitely be a success if you guys continually back him throughout a range of 2 to 3 seasons. Because if you lot were going to back Ollie through this, you should be willing to back Ten Hag. That's the way I see it.
You raised a very good point there about the xenophobia, bro. And without getting into too many specifics, we have this thing where, this is why a lot of people have been talking about the United way. And this is why a lot of people were against Conte, when before there was even talks of him going to Spurs. This is why a lot of people didn't want Conte, and a lot of people were vocal, because he's not a United man. He doesn't play the United way. He doesn't have the United DNA. We need to get rid of all that. And like Lewis said, literally start from
just
scratch.
Buzzwords.
We need to start from zero, even below that. A lot of these players, I've always said, even before Ten Hag was even a conversation, we need a drill sergeant that's going to tell these players, you have to move there, you have to pass at this moment, and then you have to move that. We literally need to treat them like kids again, because they have to be taught the basics, because a lot of these guys don't know the basics. So yeah, it's going to take time to get rid of all this United mentality stuff, teach them how to play football in the basic way, then start to implement tactics. And then we will see, what the finished article will be. And what is the United way? The United way was, because it's not at the moment, the United way that I know is to win trophies. There's no such thing as a United way of playing. No, it was winning trophies, and that's it.
Well, I hear that, bro. How you think it will go?
You know what? I'm going to be slightly different, and I'm not going to say this is going to happen. I hope to God it doesn't, right? I mean, while we've been talking, I keep laughing about some things we're saying about Man United, just because growing up it's just funny to me. Just the difference to how
us too, bro. Us too.
And sometimes when I think, should I calm down? I think 34 years they had a banner made for us, so I will not calm down ever. Right? But here's the thing I will say is we're saying it's going to take years and they need a complete overhaul. You know what? Sometimes it looks that way, but sometimes a manager can come in, and sometimes players that just follow fashion, yeah, you get rid of a couple of bad eggs, and all of a sudden they'll follow a different type of fashion, and actually they'll. I don't want to Delph. I'm going to use Delph, but not as an example of following fashion, because he's not that type of player. But no one would have thought that Delph would end up playing left back in a 100-point team, right? But he did. That sometimes things like that can happen, that a manager can come in. Look, Barcelona's another example. Xavi's gone in there. They haven't really signed any amazing players, but they really have turned around. I know they've had 1 or 2 bad results recently, but managers can sometimes have a bit more of an impact than we think. I'm not saying it will happen. Hope it doesn't. But you don't know. You could get rid of a few players, and all of a sudden some players could play better than you think they could, because under a different manager, they've just been guided wrongly. So
That's a brilliant point. That is a brilliant point. I do
agree to that to a certain extent, but I think that it does come. There's the difference when it's Man United, because that worked for Spurs when Poch came in. Because at that time we had quite a few bad eggs in Andros Townsend at the time, and then a couple of others as well. Got rid of them instantly, and he turned. Let's be honest, Poch turned some really crap players that we had into some proper players. Then he changed for the league, so it works for us. But there's no pressure on Spurs ever for anything. Yeah, good one. But with United, the thing with them is that the reality is, in this day and age, Man United gets clicked no matter what, for anyone, whether that's Sky, whether that's YouTube, whether that's any sort of like written report or whatever, they get clicked. So there's going to be constant pressure. So I think that sort of situation of a manager just coming in and it could actually just work, I think it's a little bit different from Man United, because there's going to be way too much pressure on some of their players. So realistically, Ten Hag needs to come in and just say, you know what, stay off social media, hire people to do everything for you. You are not going to look at social media. You're not going to look at Sky Sports News after a game, whatever. You're doing none of that. We're doing training, we're getting the results, and we're going to build. That's what he's got to do. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of pressure and a lot of problems.
No, that's real, man. And just before we get into the super chats and move on, KG, how do you think it will go, bro, with Ten Hag?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said this before, but it's just important about what he can do if he's got to say so on transfers, people going out. It's like people have said, if internally he says, just for instance, and I'm not saying he wants to get rid of him, but Scott McTominay, he doesn't think he's it, but then the United board want to keep him because he's a United product and everything else like that. That's where he's going to have problems. I don't see him as well wanting players like Luke Shaw and guys like that when he's played with different kind of players at Ajax. I think Donny van de Beek comes back in and fits in his system. Yeah. But can like a McTominay, Luke Shaw, is he mobile enough? I think some of these experiments for Man United have got to end, and we'll see if he's about that in the summer.
No, that's real. I know a lot of boys looked at me sideways when I said this, but Fred's the only midfielder technically good enough to play for Ten Hag. Like, he actually is. Like, people can laugh, but he's actually technically a good player. It's just he's not 100%. Good at defending. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones. But Cal, we got any super chats before we move on to the next subject?
Just quickly. When you see Fred playing for Brazil, in a more advanced role, he looks way more techie than he does playing next to McTominay at Man United.
100%. It's true, man. He's actually a technically gifted player, just not very good defensively. That's all.
I think it's decision making as well. Sometimes
sometimes it can be better. Yeah.
I mean, we're either going to get a very good Ten Hag or it's going to be like this in 12 months. So I'm
hoping. I saw this earlier.
My son Max running.
Will he be with Stacey?
Nisa says, big up, brothers. Much love from New Zealand. Big up yourself, Nisa.
Big up as always, Nisa.
Big up, Nisa.
Gangster gaming, right? All right, cool. It's a friendly community, big man. It's a friendly community. Word going around is he's going to be playing piano in the middle of Old Trafford. That's regarding
that wouldn't surprise me. Still, I'm never gonna lie.
And Ty said they couldn't do it with 20 Hag done out.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not going to be long before he's going to be 5 Hag if it's not going well. That's how it's going to run, in it. The agendas are going to start. We'll see how long that takes. We'll see how long.
They ship 5 goals again.
But we're going to move on to the prediction for the upcoming week. This is the fun part. So, Matt, if you could bring up the fixtures for me, please, bro. And I told you, Aaron, I wasn't gonna bring up the 4-0. I told you, bro, I wasn't gonna do it.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
I like you too much, but this is the thing. Like, it's mad. Like, Chelsea, I love Lewis. Man United, I love. Like, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, because the teams you lot rep, you don't get it, bro. You don't get it. It's real. So, should we start with a big one? Or do you want to work backwards? What do you lot want to do? Let's start with a big one.
Yeah, let's get
it out of the way. Aaron, let's go. You're away at the Emirates, bro. After just being away at Anfield. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, my God. You know what it is with Arsenal, yeah? You just never know which Arsenal's going to turn up. We can go there, play well, get a good win, or Arsenal just boom turn into prime Barca and then they beat us, and then they don't.
Whoa.
And then they don't.
Prime Barca is a bit much, Aaron. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You get what I mean, though.
More like prime Fulham, bro.
They start playing well, and then the fans don't shut up about it for a whole year. So, I think
I get it. You're gonna lose, aren't you?
You know what? I'm gonna go for the safe. Nah, come on. I'm gonna go for the safe option, yeah, and I'm just gonna say 1-0 United.
Okay, fair dude. Lewis, what do you think of this one, bro?
I hate both of these, like, if I'm being honest. But
I'm with you on this.
Yeah, you and me both, bro.
Trash v garbage. We can't have shipped 4 to these shadow dwellers yesterday. You know what? The top 4 race is inconsistent as fuck, and it's just charity FC. So I'm gonna go United 1-0. Just be fucking typical, but we move. And then we'll obviously lose to Man United next week with a Maguire penalty getting disallowed as always, but we move.
KG, what do you think of this one, bro?
Yeah, it's a tough one to call, man. Whether the announcement of the new manager will get some of these players fired up and ready to go and play for their futures is a different thing. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards a Man United win, even though something's telling me Arsenal gonna get this one. But I just think that the Ten Hag appointment will put a rocket up some of these players. So I'm gonna go with, and plus Ronaldo's back, so 1-0 Man United.
Okay. You know, just on that as well, like we said it before, but again, what he went through, do you know what I mean, was mad, and our condolences 100% go out. And 100%. I know, like, it seems a bit weird to some people, which I find strange, to like show love to a rival, but guys, that was some real shit. That weren't football. That's life. Do you know what I'm saying? And I actually want to applaud, even after what the Man United fans, which I know Aaron wouldn't condone either, what they were saying about the whole Hillsborough stuff, which was absolutely like, I'm not even going to touch on how disgusting that was. But I think and it's on the 7th minute Anfield, it was actually pretty amazing that Liverpool and Man United fans came together to show him, do you know what I mean, the love that he needs right now. So again, big up to Ronaldo's family.
What I respected the most is, from what I've heard, it was the Liverpool fans that came up with the idea, which, bro, my full respect to everybody that was at Anfield and did that, because I'm sure Ronaldo was watching, and even if he wasn't, he's probably been made aware of it, and I'm sure
he posted something on Instagram about it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he just said, for like, thanks Anfield and everything. It's like something him and his family won't forget.
Exactly. So, yeah, respect to everyone that was at Anfield and did that, honestly.
Yeah, man.
Ronaldo to Liverpool in the summer.
I'm not gonna lie, brother. If he played for Liverpool, his lungs wouldn't be able to take the press in training, never mind in the game, bro.
I would do it for a season though, just to see the look on the Man United faces and KG's face. I'll do it.
Can you imagine if KG had to see Henderson and Cristiano hugging? Oh, that would kill him. That would kill him.
Hendo suing.
Oh man, George, this one means the most to you, bro. It means the most. You know what's crazy? When George jumped in the group when Chelsea went 3-2 down, yeah, you just knew it wasn't going to be anything positive. You're just like, wait, what's George? It says George typing. You're like, here we go.
As soon as it went in.
How are you feeling about this one, bro?
This game has no right to stress me out. 12:30 on a Saturday, start of my weekend. It's been lovely weather, and it's going to get ruined in the first 2 hours. Last week's results have killed this game for me a little bit, because obviously I desperately would want a Man United win, and I probably still do, to be honest with you. But it just brings them back into the equation even more, because I'm just worried about us against Brentford, regardless of whatever happens.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
So I think regardless, I'm still obviously going to go for a Man United win, because I don't want Arsenal ever getting a point ever. So I'm happy that Ronaldo will be back for that. But I am worried after what I saw in that Liverpool game about how bad the Man United team can be. But to be honest with you, if it is Ronaldo up top, then I think he's going to have a field day with Arsenal's defence. because this hype that they give over Ben White and Gabriel is ridiculous. So I think even Chelsea, I think, despite not creating anything obvious, they were sort of bombarding them with attempts along the wings and stuff. And I think if Man United could take advantage of that, then I think it should be a good day for them. But I'd say maybe like a 2-1 United win.
Okay, so far we've actually got 4 United wins. Okay, Daps, are you going to complete the set? What do you think, bro?
Well, I'm going to the Dylan and Fury fight with, I think, 5 Arsenal fans on Saturday, and we're going down early to watch the game first. So I need a United win, to be honest. It sounds mad, but I still don't think they'll make top 4. And you know what Arsenal fans are like? If they beat United, like 3 players, and they're challenging next season. So
we know it's that we already know. If they beat Man U, if they beat Chelsea and Man U back to back, they're gonna actually tell us all they need is a striker and then Cikaya in pre-season, and then they can challenge 100%.
This is why I need us to win even more, because obviously I care about the points in the table and all that, but it's called the social media derby for a reason. I can't, bro. If they win, they will not shut up about it from the whole year.
I know, right?
I need Arsenal to lose this game. Like
the problem,
please.
I was just saying the problem then happens is that they've got West Ham next week, and because West Ham are going to focus on the Europa League, they're just going to bend over to Arsenal as well, as usual. So it's going to be a nightmare if that happens.
Don't worry, they'll get the customary draw against us that they'll celebrate for 3 weeks and then bend over for Arsenal. So it is what it is.
But you're not bitter at all, are you?
West Ham Chelsea.
I love this Lewis. I love this Lewis.
What you like me to be under misery and pain? Is that what
it's like you're stuck in your emo phase or something. Like
yeah, this is what happens when you watch Chelsea's attack for 4 years straight.
No, you got to see them.
I'd be depressed if I had to watch the likes of Werner and Cho and Lukaku. I have Lukaku up top just jogging for 90 minutes every game and try and not be depressed.
Jogging.
Give me
briskly
Lukaku
walking. Yeah, sorry,
man. Winning a Champions League. Give me Lukaku up top.
And the customary thumbs up as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, but you got Conte though. That's not fair.
So what are you saying, Dad? What are you actually going to give me though? What's the score prediction, bro?
Yeah, you know what? I actually think with Ronaldo, I think Ronaldo's going to have a field day. I think 2-0 United.
Okay, so we're going 5. Okay, so Cal, you're gonna make it 6? What are you saying, bro?
No, sorry, I'm not. Aaron, I love Aaron, I love you, bro. And be honest, we need a Man United win just for the sanctity of football as a whole. Because as you said, if Arsenal get 3, if Arsenal beat Chelsea and Man U back to back, then football's done for a little while. But I'm gonna be real with you. I'll be real. I'm shocked at some of you guys on the panel. How are Man U gonna keep a clean sheet? How? That's why
I said 2-1. To be fair,
good point.
Yeah, like how? I'm gonna be real with you. As much as I don't want to happen, I see a 3-0 to Arsenal.
I think I threw
up. You're fucking hilarious.
Matt, what are you saying, bro?
Can I ask you guys a question? Like, yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm not crazy. Yeah. Have you guys seen this guy's interview before the Liverpool?
Yes, I was just going to speak on that.
What, the one where he says about every founders, you know, was he saying that every manager has always played me and you know, I must be good at something and I cost a lot of money. So yeah, I play for Man United. But that interview, that one,
what a cop. I watched it and I was just like, Harry, read the room, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. You see them ones there? That's ones where you just should have declined the interview straight away about Sky supposed to come in to talk to man. You should have declined that straight away and focus on the game.
He's the sort of man that will walk into a funeral and start cracking jokes. He's that type of guy.
No, he is. He actually is. He is.
You know what it is? And the funny thing is, he said that before the well, obviously it was pre-recorded, and then when we got smashed by Liverpool, he refused to do the post-match interview. This is our bro.
So, Harry, we got this quote from you that says
this is our captain, bro. Refusing
Man's the captain.
Post-match interview. The captain.
I'm not even gonna lie. That is literally like the best man refusing to do a speech at the wedding. Like, that can't run.
But when it's time
they just can't run.
Yeah, all the talk for Greece though. All the talk. When the BBC thing, all the talk. Man can't talk after the game. What your profession? You can't talk about it now. All right,
exactly.
cool.
When it's time to stand there and actually be accountable for what just happened, you're not there. But when it's time to do interviews for people to feel sorry for you, you're the first one. And even Roy Keane said, "It's like, bro, we're trying to help you up here, bro. We're trying to help you with you." What did he say again? He was like, we're trying to do our best. We're trying to do our best here. We're trying to help. Give them good PR. Helping and stuff for me. And you're not, fam.
Do you know what's the funniest thing?
Do our best here.
Do you know what's the funniest thing to come out of it as well is the fact that someone, so that thing that went around with his sister apparently put on Instagram about like backing him or whatever. Even she had to come out and say, "No, this is fake. I'm not backing my brother." He's been rubbish.
There was something about his sister coming to back it still, She reached, I don't know if that was true.
So she put it. So they put it on Instagram. It went viral. That Instagram was like a long post where it's saying, "Oh no, we think he's been the best," or this, that, and the other, whatever. She on Twitter quote tweeted saying, "I can't believe you people have come to this, to faking these posts and this, that, and the other." It wasn't her. So even she's come out and said, "No, I'm not backing my brother."
How about your club?
I've seen him play.
George,
we don't even invite him to dinner. What are you talking about?
George, I can't believe it went to the point where Roy Keane, probably unconsciously in the heat of the moment, admitted that they have to give him good PR. Like, bro, I just can't believe that. And
80 mil, Aaron, I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of money, bro.
He gave Pogba speech in music the other day as well, isn't it?
What's that?
He gave Pogba speech in music the other day as well.
Sorry, it wasn't Harry that got given the armband after Pogba, was it? Was it Harry that it went to after Pogba?
I think it was De Gea that had it, was it not, Aaron?
De Gea got stripped off the captaincy because after we lost to Newcastle, he said that this is the worst Man United team he's ever played with, because that performance, I remember that performance was awful. He said what he said, and then he got stripped off the captaincy for telling the truth.
That's what the captain's there to do.
But now looking at performances since then, how bad was that performance compared to like the Liverpool and the City?
The Liverpool one was by far worse. It was worse than the Newcastle one 3 years ago. So yeah, but this is what happened at this club when Oli was in charge, bro. People got punished for speaking the truth, and he wanted everyone to live in this bubble where everything was fine. You lose a game, it's fine. Just put out a post and tell people we're back. What was it? We go again. That was the famous line that everybody said. We go again. We're sorry, fans. And then you had Rashford. Listen, I love you, my brother, but you had Rashford coming out with essays every single time we lost. It was just like, come on, man. Bro.
I miss
what was that essay that Bruno that did for missing a penalty or something like that in a random league game? What was that about?
Probably. These things happen, bro. Everybody misses penalties, man. It's not the first time. It's not the
these
last time.
These men aren't performing badly because of tactics, They're just not getting any sleep. What are these men letting all this shit bug them out for so much? What the fuck?
Man said you don't get any sleep.
Jesus. All right, let's complete the set. Matt, what are you saying with the score, bro? I'm actually going 2-0 Arsenal. Sorry, Aaron. I'm going 2-0 Arsenal.
I'm going to keep it real. I think the way how Man United have been playing and the way Arsenal been playing sounds mad, but I'm picking Arsenal because Man United, they're not going to defend well as always. They still got that fridge that's never going to get fixed. They need to send that back quickly. Arsenal, I've got that youthfulness like vibrancy about them where you've got a Smith Rowe, a Saka, and an Odegaard who are actually kind of balling out still. So, and it just goes to show you, they beat Chelsea with Nketiah up front. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm being dead serious when I say this. If Nketiah starts again and targets Maguire, I think he gets a lot of change, bro. I think he gets a lot of change. So I'm actually going to go 2-0 Arsenal, bro.
Oh, my Lord.
Dude. So we've got 3 Arsenal and we've got 5 United. So it's definitely the biggest game of the weekend, without a doubt, even just from a curiosity point of view.
Hold on, isn't there a derby?
Oh, there is on Sunday. Yeah. There's a derby. We'll get to that, bro. We'll get to that. So moving on, Dabs, we'll start with you then, bro, because obviously, this is going to be a real swift, easy one. Brighton without Basuma, the luck. You wipe the floor with them, and now you move on to Watford, another relegation team. So talk to me, bro.
I don't really want to now. No, you know what it is. It is. You're right. We need to after the that game at Wembley. We've got 2 easy games. You've got 2 of probably your on paper harder games, but I don't know if they're
emotional games. Emotional.
Yeah,
games.
They're not really harder, are they? United and Everton. But we have to get 6 points. First half yesterday were absolutely shocking. I couldn't care less about anything. 1 shot on goal is simply not good enough. We look tired. We look stretched, but we got 3 points. This game against Watford, I was just on the City podcast and we were kind of debating about, and I said, sorry guys, we can't be debating this game. If we can't beat Watford then at home, then let's just give Liverpool the league, because we need to use this game to try and get our goal difference up, to be honest with you. If you're asking my prediction, unfortunately, I won't predict City games.
Yeah, I remember you saying that's cool. I know how that feels.
But we have look. The fact is, last time I did it, we dropped points. So I'm not doing it. But we have to look. It's very simple. We have to get 3 points, otherwise, the title done. So, and it's Watford at home, for fuck's sake. Come on, man.
I hear that. So George, how you feeling about this one, bro?
It's just an annual or biannual 5-0 Man City win, to be honest with you.
No, we don't score. We ain't got killers at the moment. We ain't scoring.
No, the Watford are just. This is not the one. Watford at home, especially since Hodgson's come in, they've gone back to a more defensive Watford, where all right, he scored last week, but Dennis, King, all of their front three, Cucho Hernandez is out for the season. That they've got absolutely nothing for them going forward at the moment, especially coming up against your defense. So I think this has to be an easy 4, 5, 6-0.
Is that true? Is that stat true? Sorry, Joe. Is that stat true? No way. Is that stat true?
Well, remember Hodgson pulled off a couple Crystal Palace like bad boy performances against them.
Yeah, but that's the Palace hoodie.
No, I'm not getting excited.
I'm just kind of shocked. I'm actually.
Have you seen Hodgson now, bro? I don't even know if he turns up apart from Saturdays, bro. I swear down. He's retired, man. He's retired fully.
I'm actually kind of shocked still.
So George, you're going for what was your score, bro?
5-0. 4-5.
Right.
Jeez.
I hear that. KG, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think this one's going to be light work, and obviously I've been watching Watford a little bit just to see what they've got and see if they're going to be a threat to the teams immediately above them. And even when we played them, I mean, Sarr, I know you guys have spoken before about Sarr and what Klopp could do with him, but the years are rolling on, man. He needs that new coach soon, because he hasn't changed that much from a couple of years ago. He's still that player that's very indecisive with his finishing. He had one against us where he got through our defense and just skied it. And then if you saw the last game, I don't know if you saw, Josh King missed an easy chance. It hit the post and it went out to Loser, who then put it over the bar from like the 6 yards out. It was an open goal. Mm-hmm. So and just on that basis alone, if they were playing anyone else, I'd say they'd lose. With it being Man City, I'm going to say 5-0.
Okay. So that's 2 5-0s. Lewis, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, something's about 4 or 5-0, but Watford are getting pammed. Let's be real about it. Nothing other than a City win, but yeah, I'll say 4-0, but they're just battering them anyway.
Yeah, it's unanimous. Aaron, what are you saying, bro?
I'm going to go with City 4-0.
4-0. I second that. I think it's 4-0 City. 4-0 City. Matt, what are you saying, bro?
4-0 City, bro. It's done.
Cal to complete.
1-0 Watford. We pray.
Well, manifestation and that, yeah.
Now talk in your head.
I got to do something, innit? I got to do something.
What are you saying, Emmanuel Dennis, yeah?
Anyone, brother. Even if Roy gets on the end of something, I'll be all right.
You see he's not free ball in training, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Roy, got something about him, bro.
No, you know what? I like that. Manifestation. I like that. So that's unanimous, though. We all know Man City are going to bend them over. It's easy,
I see what you lot are doing.
No, bro. You're going to bend them over, bro. Like, if you can beat Brighton 3-0, who are actually a good team, what are you going to do to Watford, bro? Like, we just got to be real, man.
Dash, I know you're not threatening. You're beating them easy.
As well.
Yeah, for real. It's 3-0 in 45 minutes as well. It wasn't even across the whole game. So, Nah, you'll be fine, bro. All right. I'm not gonna lie, George. This is a big game, bro. This is a big game. Brentford are playing well. Like, they are a good team now. Obviously, Eriksen, your old boy. This is gonna be mad if he comes back and haunts you. Like, I'd have enough of your man with the guilt trips on the blower right now. Like, yo, Eriksen,
I would not be surprised.
big man. Like, just pretend you can't play this one game, bro. Just one game. Say you stubbed your toe, like feeding the kid in the middle of the night. Whatever it is, bro. Just say you can't play this one game. But talk to me, bro.
We have to play that 4D chess, because if we're going to sign him in the summer, which I think we will, we need to say to him, look, we need Champions League next year. Throw this one for us, please. Every corner, hit the first man. You did it at Spurs all the time. Do it again. Any like through ball, just accidentally slip or something. Just something, please. Don't make it obvious. But, I am actually a little bit worried about this game, because I said quite a few weeks ago I thought Brentford would genuinely drop into relegation. Well, that was obviously before Eriksen before Eriksen was regularly starting for Brentford, because I think he's revitalised them massively. His goal involvement has been insane for them in the last few weeks. So I'm actually genuinely a bit worried, because I think going to their ground for the first time, obviously that Brighton game was very, very rocky. I do think we'll bounce back, because it's very unlike Conte for him to let it hang around for a long time. And I think it's just going to be a tough game, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park or anything like that. We need to just be clinical again and actually create some chances for ourselves, because we're not really, we don't seem to create loads of opportunities in every game, but we just seem to have Kane and Son finishing, or Kulusevski finishing every chance we do get. And that was a problem with Brian, because we created 0 chances, there was nothing to finish. So I think we just need to be able to be creative again. But I think the way Brentford have been playing recently, that should hopefully play into our hands. But I just don't know. I don't know. I'm still confident we'll win, but I think it's going to be a very tough game, like a 2-1, 3-2 win maybe.
Okay, small margin. KG, what do you think of this one, bro?
Yeah, I've got Spurs to bounce back 2-1 away. I think that, just like George says, I don't think Conte is going to let that Brighton result stand. I think that was just a blip. It was very unexpected, man. I mean, I can't believe not even one shot on target, man. But I think they'll bounce back and get back on track against Brentford away. So, yep, 2-1.
2-1. Okay, so 2-2-1. Lewis, what are you thinking, bro?
Brentford been in good form. Spurs a bit iffy. Got a 2-0, Tony and Eriksen.
You motherfucker.
Eriksen assists as well, just for the extras.
You know, actually, a lot of rumours that Tony's going to be the first big signing for Newcastle in the summer, which would actually be a good move, in my opinion. I think that would actually be
bad. It would be for him, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see his interview.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon, innit? I'm not going to lie, he's a loose cannon, boy. So, yeah, I'll keep the mic away from him.
Now, listen, I think he'll enjoy it in Newcastle, because...
See, Ivan Tony out in Pop World, is that?
Tell us more. Tell us more. Why?
Having a good time.
It's the scenery, isn't it, KG? It's the scenery.
Beautiful scenery, beautiful.
Aaron, what are you thinking of this one, bro?
I think Spurs got this, man. I'm gonna say 3-1 Spurs.
Oh wow, okay.
Son and Kane might do another madness.
Fair do. So we got 1 Brentford and 3 Tottenham so
Always
far.
like
Matt, what are you saying, bro?
Brentford, 3 games in a row they've won. Spurs, I know they're a little bit iffy, and I do expect them to show way better than what they did against Brighton. But I'm actually still going to go Brentford. I think Brentford are going to shock them. I think Eriksen playing against Spurs, I think he'll put on a bit of a show. And I think Ivan Toney wants that move. I don't think he cares where he moves. He just wants the move, innit? So therefore, I think he might ball out with his strike partner. I always forget his name. What's his name? Mbeumo. I think them two are going to cause Spurs problems. Spurs, funny enough, Spurs will kind of dominate possession, but I think when it comes to the counter thing, I think Brentford will cause them problems. So I'm actually going to go Brentford 2-1.
Okay.
I actually genuinely think it'll be the opposite. I think in the first, this has been the story of us recently. I think the first half, we're actually going to let them have the ball a lot. And I think a lot of our fans are going to get very frustrated because this happened at Villa. We gave Villa every chance, all the ball, the whole of the first half. It was atrocious, and then we just switched it around second half. And I think it could be a similar sort of story here.
I'm gonna stick with the 2-1 Brentford though. Sorry, George, I can't lie. I think they're gonna do it. And like Brentford are playing well, and I don't know. Like I'm worried after the way Arsenal performed against Chelsea and the fact that you got that random loss against Brighton I didn't see coming. I just see Arsenal getting top 4 again, just like out of nowhere. Like I don't know why I just see it happening, and Tottenham have got to lose for that to happen. So, sorry, bro. I think it's going to be 2-1 Brentford as well, man. To complete the set, Cal, what do you think the score will be, bro?
3-2 Spurs. They won't keep a clean sheet because Lloris he's playing for the other teams now. But I reckon they'll have too many goals going forward. So 3-2.
Fair dues. All right, Lewis, talk to me, bro. It's a big game. It's a not a North London, a London derby. West Ham, obviously flying high confidence-wise, but obviously their performances have dipped a little bit because they're concentrating on Europa League, and obviously they are starting to get a bit tired. You lot coming off the back of this loss to Arsenal, going into another derby, 2 London derbies in a row. Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, we got these bubble blowing bastards again. I can't wait. another team. You know what we needed? Another home game against a team that's dangerous on the transition. I can't fucking wait. This game screams 1-1 draw. Maybe we get a jammy win or something. I don't know, but I don't even know what Chelsea turns up. In all honesty, I hope we win, but see, I don't care about the season anymore. In all honesty, just get it over and done with. But yeah, I'll say 2-1 Chelsea, just out of belief in my team, but there ain't a lot of it. And these fuckers are our bogey team. They always steal points off us every season. Don't even know how they do it, but yeah, we'll go 2-1. We'll go 2-1 Chelsea.
Are you all right, bro? Are you all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just this team.
An Arsenal defeat to Chelsea only hits harder than a Tottenham defeat. Like literally, it's the only thing that could be worse is a Tottenham defeat. Like it's it's peak. But
luckily for him, that doesn't happen often.
I feel like Lewis needs to go Newcastle still.
Yeah, to be fair, our record's got a bit better there. Thank
you. Know what I mean? Stay the night, don't come back the same day and all that.
Actually, no, St. Maximan versus Alonso, God forbid.
Just quickly before I move on to Aaron's prediction, bro, and go around. Chelsea are in the FA Cup final, which means you actually still have something to play for, but you don't have anything really to play for in the league. This is a real weird feeling for you Chelsea boys right now, isn't it? Like it must actually, like, how do you keep motivated? But like how do you do it, bro?
You think they look motivated?
Fight for top 4?
Bro, these lot ain't motivated, man. I don't see anything. Like, it's just the same old shit pass sideways and backwards and pretend like you're going to try and make a penetrative pass and then don't. Send it to the wing backs. Maybe Alonso or Aspi will try and make a cross into the box, inevitably fail. Or Lukaku will try and jump for it and it will obviously go to the opposition straight afterwards. And they hit us with a counter-attack and they score again. Same old shit that always happens. West Ham are dangerous in the transition, so I'm not looking forward to this game, especially because they're always confident against us. But I guess we're here. All I'm saying is these fuckers better not drag us into a top 4 race. The embarrassment of even being involved in that shit show is going to piss me off differently. But we probably will do, because if we don't beat West Ham, it's only Man United next, another team that's in terrible form that we struggle against. So it's just screams Ronaldo double.
There's nothing wrong with the top 4 race. Liverpool even won last year, to be fair.
Look,
those
circumstances were nothing like this. Nothing like this. I'm loving the little thing. You know, after what we did to you at Wembley, I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one. Aaron, what are you saying, bro?
You know what? I can see West Ham getting something out of this game, you know.
Okay.
And it's at the Bridge as well. Stadium's not going to be packed.
Chelsea.
Yeah, you think you're funny in that.
You know what? I'm gonna say 2-1 West Ham.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting, Matt. What are you saying?
It's gonna be a close game, you know. Really and truly, like I don't know, 2 months ago, this should easily be like a Chelsea win, but I don't know, man. I'm starting to see the cracks, and boy, Chelsea look like they're doing a little bit of bother. And I can understand where Lewis is coming from in terms of like the way how they're playing, like the transitions, how they're getting caught. And it's almost like if they don't play certain players, but you have to rotate at this stage of the season because obviously players are getting tired, they're in trouble. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham.
Bro, okay.
I can't believe I'm saying it. Do you know what it is, bro? It's because Chelsea will have to make changes, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like they've lost their goal for the season has almost been like kind of like masked now, isn't it? Like they're in that middle ground, like they don't really know what to do. So even though obviously it's a derby, and of course they want to smash West Ham, but I've just got a funny feeling West Ham want it more right now. I really do. I think Antonio, them man are gonna pull up, brother, and I don't know whether whether Chelsea are gonna be able to deal with it. So I'm gonna go West Ham 2-1.
Fair dues. I know it's a London derby, and West Ham obviously don't want to lose to Chelsea, but I think that David Moyes is too smart to put this game over the midweek semi-final game that they've got. So I think he's going to rest a few people, or even in the players' minds, they're not going to be as motivated for this game because they've got bigger fish to fry. This is an amazing chance for them to win a European trophy, like it truly is. So I think Chelsea are going to win this game, and West Ham have got one eye on midweek. So I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea on this one. Cal, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know. I might go for a 1-1 draw. A 1-1 draw. And then next week we're gonna see Lewis like this. Chelsea.
You know what? We'll be back in it, man. You'll see, bro.
You'll see. But no, I hope you just keep this form up till the FA Cup finals over, bro. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Seriously.
Okay, that just wasn't necessary.
I wasn't even me this time. I'm not gonna lie.
That was not me. That was not me.
Now, you know that's gonna hurt and everything. You're still doing that.
Just to finish up, that's oh no, we still got Daps. What are you thinking of this one, bro?
I think Chelsea will win it. They're just inconsistent, aren't they? 3-1 Chelsea. Well, I've got to say.
Okay, yeah. George, I know this one hurts your heart as well, bro. Give me a scoreline, bro.
Second and third most hated team, man.
I know, bro. This is a peak weekend for you, bro.
And you know what? It's more about this one is obviously Arsenal. The whole Arsenal is Arsenal, but this one's more about the fans. This is horrible. I hate this. I hate West Ham fans. Just everything about them.
More than Arsenal fans? No way.
No. But just like the reason why I hate West Ham is just like it's 98% to do with the fans rather than Arsenal.
What about Arsenal though? Oh, right. Okay.
Arsenal's got everything. Do you know what I mean? But I weirdly want West Ham to win, man. We kind of need them to. I want to bring Chelsea into it because then all of a sudden, if we beat Brentford, we're 2 points behind them.
Right, is that all it is? Okay.
It's a 5-point difference, so it would be funny. But I'd probably go for a draw as well, to be honest.
Score draw or 0-0?
Same as Carl. 1-1. If Bowen's coming up against Sarr and Alonso, just like Arsenal, it could be quite a funny evening for them.
Trying to get his form back in that. Just finish up, KG. What are you thinking of this one, bro? Chelsea, West Ham.
Yeah, I'm on the same road as you, Drifty. I think West Ham is a huge opportunity, and I think they're going to rest a couple of players. So for that reason alone, I think.
Hey, how about you? Who's on the bottom left, isn't it? Who's on the bottom left? That's your man. That's you lot's man, isn't it?
Hold on.
You see who we got in there? We got KG's boys. We got fucking your boy from Liverpool. We got George's boys.
There's
We
no
got
fucking
fucking
City in
Aaron's
there. for
guys.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, because they ain't got the updated version with the
Christian
Champions
should just
League
keep in touch
final.
with the conversated commissary. Is that what he's doing? Yeah.
You lot are like all other media. No City in there.
They ain't got the updated version with the Champions League final.
Sorry, bro. It was a last minute. It was a last minute thing. I only got this last minute. Apologies.
We're not relevant. It's fine.
Yeah, no, KG, go. What you saying, bro?
Nice one, man.
Man, just totally threw the whole party off, boy.
Chilling.
Oh, the fact that you're at there as well. Is even better.
At least I get free promo out of it.
Yeah, like I said, West Ham to rest a few, and I think Kai Havertz comes back in to get the winner. So 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll stick with you, KG, and then obviously we'll end with a Merseyside derby before we wrap up. Aware Crystal Palace, Vieira himself actually came out and said he thinks his boys haven't mentally got over the FA Cup semi-final defeat, which is understandable because that was such a big moment in their history. They put up a fight against Newcastle, but it didn't look like the Crystal Palace that we know. You know what I mean? So, what Crystal Palace do you think you're going to get, KG, for this one?
It's a tough one. This game has been so hard to predict because I don't know what Leeds are going to get either. So I do think Palace are on a bit of a down after FA Cup semi-final. It's obviously going to affect a team like Palace more than it does, say, like a Liverpool, Chelsea, because you guys get there almost yearly. So for them, I would have thought they would have thought it was a great time for them to get to the final. But you could see, I don't want to speak about the FA Cup final too much, but the difference between having a Conor Gallagher and then a MacArthur, James MacArthur, is just night and day. That reminded me more of the Roy Hodgson Crystal Palace than the Vieira one. So it's unlucky that he couldn't get to play. But with that being said, I mean, I've predicted a draw. I'm going to go 2-2. If we could win, that would be even better. Obviously, I mean, we've still got kind of a little breathing gap on Everton and Burnley, but it would be nice to get a positive result in this one just to make sure.
I mean, just sticking with that just quickly before I get everyone else's on this. With Leeds being obviously out of the relegation zone and Marsh has definitely picked you lot up, how many points have you lot looked at with your remaining games to be like, look, we can get that, then we definitely cool. Like, what are you looking at?
Well, this one is one where you'd hope we get something from. The next couple after are a bit tricky, to say the least. I think it's City, Chelsea and Arsenal. But even then, it's going to be different from when we played under Bielsa this season. So I don't expect us, even if we lose, to get, the beatings we were getting earlier this season. So we're looking at Brighton and Brentford, the last two games of the season, to pick up more points, I would say. So that's why I think we've got a fairly good cushion, because we're also looking at the teams below us. I know Burnley won today, but they're not picking up points as you would have hoped they would with their games in hand if you're one of those teams' fans. So, yeah, for me, I think we're going to keep it moving, stay on this little unbeaten run. We've got 10 points in 12. I think we're going to keep it going against Palace, especially after that FA Cup semi-final heartbreak.
That's a tough running though, bro. I can't even lie. That is a tough running because obviously, as we said, Brentford are playing well. Brighton, we know what they're capable of. So that is a tough running for you lot.
It is tough, but then when you look at Everton's running and then you look at Burnley, they haven't got much easier. And that's the whole point, isn't it? Is that they haven't been picking up points as freely as, they would have hoped they would all season. It's not going to happen all of a sudden with the run of games that they've got coming up. So, yeah, that's why I'm just confident we're not going to go down, especially with the few X-Factor players that we do have in Rafinha, Rodrigo, Jack Harrison's on a good run. Joe Gilhart's a weapon when he comes off the bench. I just think that we'll have just that bit more than what those teams at the bottom have got.
No, fair dues, man, fair dues. Lewis, what do you think of this one, bro? Crystal Palace Leeds.
What's Leeds' recent form been like again?
10 points out of 12, you said, KG, right?
Yeah, three wins and a draw.
Yeah.
So better than Chelsea.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Big at that.
Hey, Dabs has been hitting bare low blows, you know, just a little quick jab.
Yeah, he's pissed because the 1 year anniversary of Porto's coming
Champions
up.
of Europe. Champions of Europe.
We'll go 1-0 Leeds. Palace is still bitter over their cup final loss last week, so I feel like it will affect them a bit. But yeah, we'll go Leeds 1-0.
Fair dude. Matt, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think Leeds as well. I think with Palace obviously having the heartbreak in the FA Cup, I think Leeds will capitalize on it. And you know, even just a minute ago, I double checked their results, and yeah, 3 wins out of 4, and that was a 1 draw as well. They're on very, very good form. But I also
performing well as well. We have to say it's not just getting the win; they're actually playing well as well.
Yeah, they're actually playing well. But like Katie said though, there's that also that kind of thing of like you just hope that they never go back to the. I don't think they ever will, but like revert back to like the old Leeds where like they kind of just lose sight of what they're doing. But they shouldn't do, because with the new manager there with Mike Marsh, I don't think they'll do that. Sorry, I called him Mike Marsh, you know.
I clocked that.
Mike Marsh, you know. I know what I thought of Mike Marsh.
Mike Marsh?
Mike, you got me watching too much NBA. But no. All jokes aside, I think it'll be it should be Leeds. I think Leeds will win it 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, I agree. I think 2-1 Leeds as well. I'm gonna go with that. I think Crystal Palace will score at home, but I think Leeds might just have more energy, more enthusiasm than them. And Palace are on the beach now, I guess. You know what I mean? Like hard to get over that disappointment. What do you think, Cal, on this one?
No, I agree. I think Palace are on the beach now. I think they will struggle to get over that result. I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. I think Leeds are in good form. Palace aren't. 2-1 Leeds.
Cool, man. Daps, what do you think of this one, bro?
Can I just say, I wanted it. You know what? Of course, I wanted a City in the final, but when Liverpool beat us, I kind of wanted a Liverpool Palace final. You know, nothing against Chelsea, but that would have been cold, innit? The fans would have been pretty dope on that. But
that's what we wanted as well, bro. We didn't want to have to play Chelsea in another final in the same year, bro. Trust me.
But on this one, I'm kind of looking at KG. He looks pretty wham still, so I'm thinking, fucking hell. First show I'm doing with him. I don't know what I want to say about Leeds. So respectfully, we can party in Newcastle together in that. Yeah, we're cool. I think Palace 2-0.
Oh, a little spanner in the works there.
Okay.
Little spanner in the works. Fair dues. George, what are you thinking, bro? Another London team, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about them. It's quite hard to predict, to be honest with you, because I know Palace have been in bad form. Was it 3 losses in a row or something like that? But it wasn't too long ago they were scoring quite a lot of goals back to back. So they've definitely got it in them. It's just like you guys saying, are they really bothered now? To be honest, especially after that defeat. I really don't know. I'll probably go maybe like a 2-2, just a couple of goals for each team.
Sensible, man. All right, so before we finish up, let's just, obviously we did our preview. Make sure you go check that out, guys. We did that. That's already out for the Everton game, so obviously we won't give ours because we've already spoke about it. But I'll just talk to the boys quickly. Aaron had to shoot off as well, everybody, so Aaron had to go. But Dap, starting with you, Merseyside derby. How do you think this one will go, bro?
I won't be watching it because I know which way it's going to go, but I will hope that something happens and 2-1 Everton.
Oh, man.
Man said 2-1 Everton.
I respect that. You know what I mean? Like you got to,
I have to try it, but come on.
But I mean, surely being in the lead, though.
Come on, Frank. Let's do this.
Surely, with you having the lead, though, you're not as worried as we are every week, because as long as you win, there's nothing we can do about it, right?
Yeah, like I keep saying, look, if we don't win the games, you lot deserve to win the league. I can still be happy we're better than Gillingham or whatever you want to talk about back then. It is what it is. But you just when sometimes people will say to me, "What like when you do podcasts on City, what do you talk about?" Like when you're an old school City fan, like you notice you worry non-stop, right? Non-stop. Yesterday, half time, I was falling out with City fans that are like because I just thought we looked crap, to be frank. And
it's PTSD, in it, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's yeah, real talk.
I get it all the time, 100%. I know exactly what it is.
Whereas, and that's the thing, like, whereas I see you lot just looking like killers, and at the moment we don't look like killers. Like, and we look. De Bruyne's the only one that looks like he cares at the moment. To be frank with you, I think. And now I'm worried about De Bruyne getting injured because how can we beat Real or Liverpool in the Champions League if De Bruyne gets injured? So, Everton, do us a favour. We're still going to win the league, though. Can you tell how confident I am? You won't find one receipt on me, though. I guarantee you that.
The wickedest thing is, bro, you do seem very deflated after the FA Cup game. I'm not going to lie.
No. I went to boxing at the weekend, bruv, honestly.
No, but like I don't know. It seems like you took the wind out of yourself a little bit. I don't know, bro. But that's maybe that's just a misreading of it. I don't know.
Daps ain't as like what's the word I was saying? Not as like
he was never cocky, but it does seem like he's took the wind out yourself a little bit.
Quieting down a bit now. I don't know. It's a bit. I don't know. It's kind of different still. I don't know.
Wait, can I just remind you, we're top of the league.
No, you are. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have. If someone said to me, "Actually, no, Cal will kill me if I say anything about not winning the quad," so I'll leave it.
Say it, man. Say it.
You can't say it, man. Can't big man say it, man.
If somebody said to me that Brighton and Watford would get a draw back-to-back against City in the league, but they beat us in the FA Cup, I would have actually took it.
All right, so Matt Chop is cut him off, bro. Cut him off now, bro. What are you doing?
I want to win the league, bro.
I can't believe that.
Company as well, bro. What are you doing, bro?
I want to win the league, bro. I want to win the league.
Want the quad? No, don't you want the quad though?
No, I want the quad, but without Man City losing, we can't win the quad, bro.
Oh my god, what's this, bro? What happened there?
Look, if these invoice checkers going to bounce after this one.
No, I want the quad more than as much as the next man, but I've got to be realistic, and I don't see anybody taking any points over City. So
after this show, we need a crisis meeting still.
No, we do. Cal, this will be me and you to drift it after the show.
You see, if you ever run with me gun them with the boat, yeah? We are going to kill your blood clot. We are going to murder your blood clot. We are going to kill you.
Sorry, can someone translate that? No.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm going to get slewed. Moving on, George. What are you thinking of this one, bro?
Yeah, man, I think Liverpool like 2 or 3-0. I think normally it would be more, but I imagine you guys are probably I imagine you guys will start strong and then probably once you've got a couple of goals, maybe take off some of your best players to rest for. Is Champions League next week? Is it?
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
So I imagine you'll probably do a little bit of saving some players after you grab a couple. So
you seen who they've drawn? Come on, bro.
Yeah, I try. Listen,
they knocked out big hitters, bro. They're on some party pooper
United
this season.
I've got my faith in Lo Celso, Capoue, Foyth, and Aurier.
Look, any team that beats Juve and Bayern Munich has to be taken serious.
Yeah,
so.
true. They will attack you at least. They will attack.
KG, what are you thinking of the derby, bro?
Yeah, easy work, man. Everton are never a challenge for you anyway. I mean, I don't even know how many they've won in the last however many years, but this version of Everton has got no chance against Liverpool. I think Liverpool are going to be feasting in this game. I don't think it's going to be close. I think we're looking at another 4-5-0 here. I do.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. Lewis, just finishing up with you, bro. What do you think of the derby, bro?
Frankie Lampard masterclass. 1-0 Everton. We move. Best bench in Merseyside strikes again. Super Frank.
I like Lewis.
Super Frankie Lampard.
Oh my days.
Right.
You hear the tumbleweed just.
Look, if that guy, look, it's not even worth thinking about. I'm not even going to entertain Lampard thinking he's a bad man at Anfield.
So if Everton win at the weekend, does that mean Lampard's better than Gerrard? Like, full stop.
Hold. It's a good Drifty. You just said that, right? So I've got this real issue at the moment. Yeah,
I'll come back to that, George. By
the
way,
with our last game of the season, right?
Yeah,
and I can't get my ticket yet. I can't get my ticket because of who we're playing.
What you mean? You don't want to get it? You mean?
Oh, of course, I want to go to the Etiquette on the last day of the season and see us lift the Premier League. Yeah. However, I don't want to go to the Etiquette and watch Steven Gerrard slide about. Yeah, if we don't win the Premier League, yeah, and it's I can't book my ticket, man, because I'm not willing to go on the last day of the season to watch him twerk.
But Villa on the beach, bro. You're gonna wipe the floor with Villa, innit?
Generally, but it's Gerrard, isn't it?
And it's Coutinho.
And Coutinho, I was just about to say, yeah.
Yeah, but Coutinho ain't got no love for us. He don't give two shits about Liverpool.
Nah, he don't, obviously.
Facts.
He don't.
Finally, you guys realise it. Thank you.
One day, Arsenal fans will realise Fabregas doesn't care about them as well.
So someone said it, innit? Not me. But
I think they knew that the day he signed for Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie.
They didn't. What
about Giroud?
What a guy. Ashley Cole, Petr Cech.
Well, so Chelsea take Arsenal's good players, but Arsenal take Chelsea's crap players. What is that all about?
Yeah, remember Arsenal took Gallas as well, innit? Remember
exchange, isn't it?
Yeah, we took them after that for some reason. Somehow.
Yeah, I know. Gallas is a London whore. That's a fact.
Man City took Frank Lampard, innit?
And he scored against Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
These pictures, he's getting bigger every week. This is just crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, Matt, we got any super chats to finish up with before we finish, bro?
We do indeed. So PR says, "Can you do prediction for Fury? My money's on White." So
go through KG.
Oh, allow it, KG. See, that's why I didn't want the smoke.
I don't even know why.
I'm going to be honest with you. I actually think that White might pull off a shot, you know?
No way.
Wow, no. I'm team White all the way, man. I'm a proper big White fan, but come on, man.
Fury will make
Fury seems like he's taking this one a bit too much of a joke, though.
No, he's not. It's a boxing match, not a fight, innit? If it's a boxing match, which I think, you know, it will be, and White will try his hardest to turn it into a fight, bro, Fury will just outbox him.
Fury will outbox anybody.
Yeah, he might have pillows for hands, bro, but it's what it is. He's a technician. As good as White can be, and as good as White is, he's not a technician, bro. And the reach thing is going to be horrible to see as well.
It's going to be a myth that a man that weighs 19 stone has got pillow hands. Because I ain't taking a punch in the face.
With the reach, we all know White is going to try and get up close, and Fury's too good. White's just going to be caught with an uppercut. He's just going to be. I love White, man. I fucking love White. And when he loses this, I hope he fights Joshua at Wembley. I'll be there, and I hope he smokes Joshua to deal with that. But he ain't smoking Fury. Although I'll be there backing him. Come on, it's Fury.
Yeah, it's not even like White's elusive as well, like to the point where it's like, maybe he can, you know, because he can be elusive or like light on his feet. He's a heavy-handed puncher who, like, you can almost see what he's gonna do. Fury will be able to most likely telegraph a lot. But don't get me wrong, it's a heavyweight contest, isn't it? And we've seen things where it's like, raw, how did he beat him? But I'm just saying, just going off how they both fight, me personally, I think Fury wins it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dylan White put it.
Sorry, Drift was talking about Fury taking it lightly. Fury will sing before the fight and he'll sing after the fight. You know what I mean? He don't take anything seriously, but his preparation is always on when he's ready. So gotta get.
That is true. That is true. But when I'm watching his press conferences and that, because he knows he's retiring, there's just something about him that looks like he's already kind of like he's not as bothered anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misreading it. I don't know.
Right. But fighting for Fury is like us eating a meal, bruv. He's done it all of his life.
Yeah.
No, you lot know I rate Fury. Like I rate him, but you know it'll be a good fight though. I'm looking forward to it. I can't lie. Yeah.
And Alex, George says, lot of hate for Arsenal in here, clear jealousy.
Justified.
Jealousy of what?
The fan base did themselves. The fan base did themselves.
No. I know the answer to that. Their shirts.
Hey, their drip is cold.
Their
drip is cold.
It is.
I don't want to like the London Tube.
Yeah, their drip is cold. Their drip's sensational. But that's it.
It is.
So, guys, it's been an amazing show. You know what I mean? Big up to all of you lot, man. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you lot have as well. People in the comments, everybody's link will be in the description after this video. Make sure you go and show love to everybody. Get over there, you know what I'm saying? Show some love. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out as well, people. Subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow for the Friday night show. And obviously, we're here every Thursday night for another Prem Panel Show. So until next week, or till tomorrow, in terms of, you know, Kopish, until next week, guys, we will catch you later. Matt, if you could take us out, please. Peace, people.